Hello everyone, this is Chorus Landwalker, and this is an unscheduled stream. Not one of my usual streaming days, and not one of my usual streaming games, because today we will be streaming in Valheim. Let's see if I can figure out where I hid my Valheim scene. And here we are. Now, since the last time I streamed Valheim, there's been a little bit of an update. As in, the big Hearth and Home update that they've been promising for most of the year. And if we go scroll through the changelog here, got weapons rebalanced, they've changed the shield blocking, you can name tamed creatures, which I haven't monkeyed with very much. You can toggle auto pickup, played with graphic settings, friendly fire. Food is has undergone a tremendous amount of changes. They've done something with Loxes in the plains. I'm not going to be showing that today because that's way into the future here. New weapons, new plantables, new shields, new, all sorts of new stuff. New buildings, new cauldron improvements, and that's going to be a big deal because the cauldron is important. And, iron cooking station, I didn't even notice that one. Oops, I probably should look into that somewhere along the line. In any event, however, most of that is kind of in the future for this character, Landwalker, because Landwalker has only recently begun fiddling around in the Black Forest. So we're going to start him out and go to the carefully determined world called This Land. And extra points for folks who understand the derivation of that word. So, we're going to get right into it. This is the first time I've loaded this particular character in since the update, so it may take longer to load in than usual. During my last stream, I managed to head to the southern Black Forest. I've got a northern Black Forest and a southern Black Forest in my area. It worked out. And went in frantic search of crypts where I could find searchling cores. Unfortunately, I had absolutely no luck on that for most of the stream until maybe the back third of it, where I finally stumbled on one while I was being chased by trolls and grey dwarves. And apparently that was the mother lode of searchling cores because I got 10, which allowed me to build a charcoal kiln and a smelter, both of which are critical components in working metal. Alright, we're loaded in, and the first thing I want to do is I want to pick something up so I can refresh all these handy recipes that I have access to. And it's not horribly much, but to be fair, it's early in the game. Black Forest. Go figure. I took some time to make I've got more arrows. I'm going to grab some arrows and resin, and I'm going to do a little bit of work right now. At some point, I should actually try to organize some of this stuff. I see I've got boar's head in 2 different chests. Thank God it was only 2. Got plenty of boar's meat. Meat has undergone, well, really, all the foods have undergone a little bit of a mutation here. Feathers. What I'm going to do is I want to make myself some more fire arrows. Why am I making fire arrows? Because they are the kind of arrows that might be pretty good if I run into, say, trolls. That's right. If the situation warrants, I will attempt to fight and kill a troll today. Of course, killing a troll might have horrible consequences. More on that later. Let's see, I have a beehive that I found up. I still hadn't, that apparently was at the end of the stream, but over here we have my smelter and my charcoal kiln. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a bunch of wood. And we're going to do a little bit of... Oops, it's nighttime. Okay, let's not do that. Let's do the sleep first and let it become daytime first. It's dangerous to go alone at night. And we have our little flavor text, for lack of a better phrase. Now, at some point, I am going to probably do a massive redesign of this home structure. But hey, it's only day 15. Give a guy a break. So, first I'm going to need some wood. Luckily, I have my handy stone axe at the ready. Now, one thing you'll have noticed immediately is that the stamina bar there has a numeric value there. So you can actually see where your stamina sits. And part of the food revamp indicates, well, let's take a look. It tells me my health and stamina, and it tells me my current health and stamina. So, for example, if I eat this cooked boar meat, I'll get 30 health, theoretically added to my 20. I want to say it's going to be added to the 25, but I can't prove that. And 10 stamina added to my 50 stamina. So let's chow down some of that beef. Yep, there it is. Whoops. I have an unintended guest. Why don't we take care of him first? I'm pontificating, you stupid grayling. I am easily amused. As before, I can still eat multiple types of food. Oh, I can't eat the resin. Eating the resin would be unhealthy. I'll eat strawberry too. Now, from a mechanic standpoint, we haven't had too much changing here. I'm still going to be, chopping wood. And it's taking down my stamina as I chop. And let's see if I can avoid being underneath the tree this time when it falls down. It was a little embarrassing during my last stream when early on I chopped down a tree and it fell right down on top of me, resulting in my first death of this character. The death counter technically stands at 2 because I also got taken out, I think, by raid dwarves, maybe? I don't think it was a troll, but I'm pretty sure it was raid dwarves when I was in the Black Forest. In fact, I probably still have the corpse message. No, it seems to have cleared that out. How unusual. Well, looking at the map, you can see that I've done most of my work south of where I'm at right now. But I've got Black Forest area up north, and I think I'm going to go up north a bit today in the hopes of finding a mineral deposit that is closer to home. Let's chop down one more tree. Because what I'm going to do with this wood is I'm going to feed it to the charcoal kiln while I'm out. And that way I'll have a good chunk of coal ready. And the coal is going to be... Oh boy, I sure hope it doesn't wipe out those bushes with the strawberries. Maybe I better get the strawberries first. Just in case it does. Ooh, chain reactions are going. But on the bright side, I think I managed to avoid destroying those strawberry bushes. So I'm going to call that a win. And very soon my axe is going to snap in half because... Oh geez, another chain reaction is going off. Okay, the axe is broken, but at least it broke the tree first. So that much is right with the world. We're going to go back to home. We're going to repair the axe, not to mention everything else. And then we're going to show why I spent that time taking care of getting all that wood. Door closed. Now, one of the nice things about Valheim is that when you destroy an object, like say the smelter, you get all the resources back 100%. And that's good. Because what I'm going to do here is, while I'm gone, I want to have actually 2 kilns rolling, so it'll go through my wood, give me a lot more coal faster. When I get back, I'll break down one of the kilns and put it back into being smelter. And I'll have 50 bits of coal ready to go. So that's the prep work. And now, the point of today's stream. We are going to go north. Turn myself this way. We're going to go north into the Black Forest and hopefully find some mineral deposits that are closer. The ideal is to find a bunch of copper deposits, but I will not say no for a bunch of tin deposits. Because tin is going to be pretty crucial as well. Now, why do I have leather scraps in my first slot? Actually, if I'd been thinking, I would have built something else, but oh well. It is not the first time I have mismanaged my slots, and it will not be the last. Although that is I did just pass up a boar, and honestly, I could use the meat. And now I got new material, boar meat. You see, raw meat kind of got split up into boar meat and deer meat. So when I kill off a deer, I will no longer get raw meat, I will be getting deer meat. So in other words, yes, deer. Oh, for a minute there I thought I was hearing a deer, but it was just a bunch of graylings. Oh, maybe there was a deer. There's a lot of strawberries out here, so I'm going to take advantage and grab them. Can never have too many strawberries, especially if you're thinking long term. I mean, right now strawberries are just a snack, but they can and do have some very valuable use. Let me change my arrows up to my... Okay, good. I am at the right arrows. So if I should, see or hear a deer, I'll be able to act quickly. Man, there are a lot of strawberries here. I can't pass those up. Yeah, here we go. I'm going to be on a berry frenzy. Thank you very much. Yes, I recognize that was a horrible pun. I make no apologies. More strawberries. I might have to have a chest with nothing but strawberries to bring them going here. And don't worry, I saw that one over here. Is someone throwing rocks at me? Whoa, gray dwarves, a lot of them. Let's pull back a moment so I can equip my weaponry. No, not that. This. Okay. We're going to have to do a little bit of hit and run on these guys, because there's 4 of them, and 4 of them might be a little more than I can handle. In fact, 4 of them are going to be more than I can handle. At least initially. Although I might be able to kite them. Then again, maybe not. Oh, no, this is a shaman too. Okay, forget what I said about kiting them. We're just going to go with the straightforward run! Brave, brave Sir Robin ran away. Oh, I shouldn't do that. Don't want the DMCA folks to come after me. These guys are persistent, aren't they? I am not up to handling 4 of those guys, especially since 2 of them are 1-star Grey Dwarves. Oh, sure. Now I'm hearing the yelping of a deer. Sorry, deer, but I'm a little busy. Oh, look, the strawberries I missed earlier. Oh. That was not the sound of a... Oh, great. Am I up to 4? No, complete miss. It's kind of hard to take a shot when you're on the run. Okay, let's just go... Oh, no, not that way. The last thing I need is to have 5 Grey Dwarves, or 6 of them on me. Don't even think about a Greyling. I'm passing up more strawberry as well. You know, can't be helped. Hey, Legend! Did you miss me showing off the new stuff? Well, not too much, because, you know, this is a fairly early kind of character. I am currently running for my life against... Okay, are we down to 3 now? 3 might be doable. 3 Grey Dwarves. There was 4, and the possibility of 5 or 6 on my hind end there. But I might be able to handle a couple. Let's kill this one if I can. Oh, surrounded. Bad, bad. Run. Most of the new stuff will come apparent in a bit, probably. Let's see if I can block some of these guys. Well, let's not block you. Let's kill you. Okay, 1 down. Now, if I can just get my bearings here. Oh, no, that's not getting your arms reached. Let's kill off this guy. Alright. Alright, I like my odds a lot better now. With only 1 of you, come at me, bro. Well, that was a little more exciting than I wanted to deal with. And my rested bonus goes bye-bye. Well, you know what? That's okay. That rested bonus did what it needed to. It kept me alive. In any event, new stuff. For the stuff that I can do, not a whole lot at the moment. I can put on stacks of core wood. So if I find 50 core wood, I can stack that up just like I can with standard wood. Now, I should also be able to do that with coal, but I don't have any coal yet. And I can also put down these huge piles of coins. You can have an actual treasure room. Not just huge piles, but also stacks. Building-wise, nothing much yet. Stay tuned, though, because that can change at any time. Furnishings, at the moment, I can make a sitting log. Kind of what you see at the... if you go to the plains, and you go to the fooling camps, whatever the hell they're called, they have those log benches. Now you can make them too. There are significantly more, but I'm pretty sure it's new. I've never actually noticed it in my building thing before, but to be fair, I've never cared to make that sort of thing. Now, let's get the bow back out, because, you know, I heard deer earlier, and I would love to get the deer meat, which is now its own category. Boar meat is now separate from deer meat. Stacks of core wood, coal, etc. Yeah, you can also do it with fine wood, but you can't do it with ancient bark. Probably because it's, you know, bark. I am finding all kinds of raspberries out here. Let's take a look at my raspberry count so far. I've gotten... oh, that's not good. I'm ready to fight a troll, but not in the rain, because rain is not good for fire arrows. And this will be a big shock. I would prefer not to be fighting this guy without fire arrows when I'm using a crude bow and this. Nope. Yeah, that's right. That's right, troll. You just stay way over there. Why do the trolls always come out when it's raining? It's like they know. Maybe they do. And let's have a couple of my victuals here. Because every bit of advantage I can give myself will help. Deer. Is that your deer? Yes, it was. Oh, cripes, is a 2-star deer. Oh, this hurts. There's no way I'm gonna get that deer. I gotta lead a little more. Another deer! Oh man, this hurts. Oh, can I burn out my stamina? Ah! Got greedy for that 2-star deer. Oh well, life is tough all over. I never had enough ancient bark to stack it anyway. Stacks of core wood and coal will be useful. Used to have multiple chests of those. Yes, I know exactly how that goes. You know, I used to have good luck with this bow. Ah, there we go. Here we go. New material, deer meat. And that can be cooked just like the boar meat. Let's see, can I still find that 2-star deer? Did he come back? I really do want to get a hold of that 2-star deer. But I have a feeling that it has left the building. Oh, no, maybe not. Is that you? Is that you over there? Let's find out. I have no idea if that was a 2-star one or not, but, you know, it was a one-shot kill, and that's all I want. Oh, it is a boar, too. Let's swap over to the axe. Boar's dead, and I get the boar meat. So, you know, we now have multiple kinds of meat available. Oh, hi, Grayling. Bye, Grayling. You know, I'm beginning to think that maybe I should have gone to the southern Black Forest because, sheesh. This is proving to be almost more trouble than it's worth. Bunches of gray dwarves, a troll. I do want to get more leather scrap, so these boars are going to be the best way of getting that. Oh, hi, dear. I don't have time for you. And I saw one more around here, but maybe I was mistaken. No biggie. No biggie. Now, if I'm correct, let me just check the map. And no, actually, we gotta go a little bit north here. How's the boar deer meat stats compare? Well, you know what? I'm not 100% sure, so since I'm sheltered here, I have no stone. Oh, that's embarrassing. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you there, Grayling. Here, let me hit you with a few things. Let's do a quick campfire, and we'll do a quick cookout. Grab that stone, and grab that stone. And we'll put up our campfire here. We'll try to put our campfire there. We'll whip up a cooking station. And let's see, where's our meat? Let's throw one deer meat on here. We're going to try to put one deer meat on there. And we'll put one... Well, I don't have to do the boar meat, do I? Because I already have boar meat. So in that case, I might as well put the other one on here. We'll cook them up and we'll take a look at their stats. While we're cooking, I hate party crashers. Ah, nuts. I thought this was sheltered. Apparently it's not sheltered enough. Okay, there we go. So we have cooked deer meat. And what this will do is it'll give me 35 health and 12 stamina, as opposed to 30 health and 10 stamina. In fact, why don't we chow down the meat right now? Because since they're now different types of meat, you can chow down on them and stack them. At least I'm pretty sure. I haven't actually tested that. I don't need the deer head anymore. We're going to pitch that. And we're just going to let that sit there because I really don't, that's all I need to cook right now. I just needed to check those statistics. Deer meat is better than boar meat, but you know, boar meat is still there. And the fact that they'll stack, that's a special bonus. Get rid of the bone too. I don't need the bone. Don't need the birch seed. I don't need the rock right now. Is there anything else? Uh-oh. You know, it just occurs to me that it just turned to nighttime. That's not convenient. Okay, let's see if I can build a crafting station here. Maybe I can give myself at least some crude shelter here before horrible things happen. How's my wood supply? 40? I should be able to do what I need to do here. I'm gonna try something crazy here. I'm gonna try to use this rock structure to build me a shelter. It's crazy, but it just might work. Oh, nuts. Here comes a shaman. Too exposed. Okay, well, looks like we're going to have to fight the shaman first. Let's see if I can get him the hard way. Ah, yes, the fire is scaring him away. That's helpful. Not perfect, but helpful. Bed's too exposed. Figures. Okay, looks like I gotta slap walls around it anyway. I was hoping not to, but... Oh, come on, don't tell me the fire went out. Still too exposed. This guy is hanging around a little too much there. Yes, he can heal himself. And worse yet, if he gets close enough, he can breathe on you and poison you. A little better, but gives you a second to meet to stack the stats. Yes, that is exactly it. Looks like I got another thing showing up. I've gotten a hold of Book Parries. Yes, it allows the consumer to quickly evacuate any misplaced meal and start anew. Yes, we have vomit berries. You know what? I was going to do the sleep thing, but you know what? Maybe the best move is just to use this as a makeshift fortification and let trouble come to me. That is too exposed. I go out of my way of building myself a big roof there, and what does it do? Fine. If I've got to do it the hard way, I've got to do it the hard way. Attached. Build the temporary roofing structure. Still too exposed. Come on, man, work with me. How am I supposed to make a mini camp if it won't give me a bed I can rest in? Okay, looks like I'll need more walls. Light up fire. Light back up. There we go. Yeah, funny me, right? Okay, that'll allow me to get back to the daytime. And now I have a little camp area that I can make use of. In fact, let's mark that on the map. We're going to call that another sanctuary. Now you'll notice we have a couple new icons on here. So I'm presuming this means I can zoom in on locations where I've died or where the bad guys are. Or maybe not. Okay, I'm not sure what they're there for. You win some, you lose some. Alright, now back to the original plan, which was into the Black Forest. Now, when you see these blue spores floating around, from what I've been told, that is a pretty decent indicator that there might be a troll wandering around. That would be bad. And naturally, what am I doing? I'm heading in that general direction. In fact, let's arm up the fire arrows, because if I find a troll and it's not raining, I am going to try to put him down. But first, more meat. Yes. Give me that stacking health. I think stamina is going to be a little bit more important to me right now, though, so that may have been a mistake. I'm heading west because I know that there's water to the west, and that'll be where I can find tin. I would prefer to find copper, but, you know, you take what you can get. I am also, of course, interested in locating little details like, oh, let's see if I can pop that guy from here. One-shot kill, with a crude bow, no less. So, the moral of the story is, don't go after moving targets. Okay, that's not really the correct moral of the story, but that's the one I'm going to go with. Still looking for the signs of, whoops, Grey Dwarf. And, worse yet, he's aware of me. I was hoping to get him when he wasn't looking, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Oh, that's not good. Oh, maybe it's not as bad as I thought. There we go. For a minute there, I thought I was seeing the trembling of a troll footstep nearby. Because when the screen is shuddering, that often means there are the footprints of a troll. But I was apparently mistaken, and I am not sorry to hear that. Did someone throw a rock at me? Yes, he did. Coming at me one at a time is not the way for you guys to go. If you guys want me, you're gonna have to work harder for it. Blueberries! Let's grab the blueberries. Ruined structure up there. That means there's probably a bunch of Grey Dwarves over there. Either that or skeletons. Neither of which I'm really interested in running into if I can avoid it. Oh, and a spawner over there. It's okay. Oh, this could be bad. If I'm correct, then this is a troll cave. It is. So we're going to mark it on here. At some point, it will be useful to go in there and take all his stuff, but I certainly do not want to be going inside right now. because that seems to me to be a horrible, horrible idea. Unfortunately, I'm also having no luck in finding copper up here north. But since I am near the coastline, I might be able to hit some tin. Let's grab the yellow mushroom. It gives me more stamina. Stamina is going to be important. I grabbed a hunk of those yellow mushrooms earlier. Oh, I almost ran right by it. Copper deposit. So this feels like a good place to start. Thanks to killing Eichvier, I have a pickaxe. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of work around the deposit and see if it goes underground any. Now there is a danger here. And the danger is this. Using the pickaxe is noisy. Creatures are attracted to noisy things. I would go so far as to say that 9 times out of 10, when I'm using the pickaxe on something in the Black Forest, 9 times out of 10, a troll will show up. So far, so good, but I can't count on my good fortune lasting forever. I'm just kind of going around the vein here, just to make sure that, I don't miss anything that's obvious here. I want as much copper as I can possibly get my greedy little hands on. Unfortunately, we've got this big rock thing here that's going to make it difficult. Okay, well, we're still not seeing horrible things happen here. So maybe we'll start getting some of that copper now. First, though, I'm going to get clever. Since we do have this handy structure here, this rock structure here, I'm going to put together a workbench. And I'm going to enclose it. If I can get this thing to match up correctly, there we go. And there, and slap on the roofing. A little short of wood. Let's see if I can get a tiny bit of wood over here. And what this will allow me to do is it'll allow me to repair my pickaxe when it inevitably breaks when I hit this copper vein. Strategery. Alright, it's time. Let's work on getting some of that copper ore. As you can see, it isn't the kind of thing that wants to break easily. Plus, I'm using this big antler as a pickaxe. And for the most part, the only thing I've picked up here is stone, and my inventory is pretty full, which means maybe I should ditch some of it. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I have enough. No, I don't. Okay, so we'll just pitch. I don't need the head for a trophy, sorry. I appreciate that they're interesting, but I don't need, honestly, I don't need the meat. It's not cooked right now, and I don't need that wood. I'm keeping the berry because who knows when I'll have the opportunity to get more vomit berries. Man, that just cracks me up. I'm going to get rid of the Grey Dwarf eyes because while you might think that might be useful, I'm going to have no shortage of Grey Dwarf eyes by the time this is all over. And I'm going to get rid of the rocks because honestly, all they're doing is weighing me down. Alright, back to work. So far, I seem to have gotten absolutely no ore off this deposit. I think I'm mildly resentful. Oh, there we go. Copper ore. And that copper ore is something I'll be able to put into the smelter and get myself some bars. Unfortunately, I'm getting more stone than copper on this. Mildly depressing, but, you know, gotta take the good with the bad. Oh, I almost didn't see him. We have a visitor, and it's a visitor we've seen before. Hugin has arrived to tell me something. Undoubtedly to point out the glaringly obvious, so let's go ahead and zap him. You have found some ore. Raw ore needs to be refined in the smelter before you can work it at the forge. To build a smelter, you will need certling cores. Search for them in the dark places beneath the earth. Well, luckily we've already done the certling core stuff. So now it's all about getting the metal. At the risk of being punny about it, I need heavy metal. And copper ore is fairly heavy. All the metal ores are, honestly. Let's do a little bit of trimming over here, just in case there's a vein below here. There is. The real miracle right now, as far as I'm concerned, is that we haven't gotten the attention of any trolls yet. Of course, with my luck, it's probably waiting for rain. Okay, you know what? Pickaxe is getting hurt. Let's do some repair. Now, if I hadn't built this little mini workshop, I would have to go all the way home to repair the pickaxe, and that would stink. We're talking royal suckage here. But since I'm doing it this way, all I gotta do here is just collect the ore. And I seem to have found another pretty decent deposit here. So we're just trying to see if I can nail down where the edges are. Oh! Oh! We got another deposit of ore right here. So I'm going to mark this here too while I'm thinking about it. Because, you know, the last thing I want to do is forget. Very nice. Very nice. And you know what? You know what I just ran past? Tin! Tin can be found on shorelines, so I'm going to grab some of that tin as well. And now I have tin ore. And is that another one? No, that's just a rock. How about over here? No, that's just a rock too. Not all rocks are tin, sadly. Are there any other nearby tin deposits? Because I wouldn't say no. Yes, here we are. Getting a little too close to that spawner over there. That kind of worries me. And don't think I haven't noticed that those pair of deer in the distance. They can wait. In the meantime, back to work. Let's take a look at our weights. Right now I've got maybe 70 pounds worth of ore I can carry still. That's without, you know, ditching whatever rocks I happen to have in my inventory right now. Rocks are an inevitable byproduct of this kind of work. And looks like my food supply is down again, so let's chow down some deer and yellow mushrooms. You know, sometimes I feel like I'm eating Lucky Charms. If you don't know what Lucky Charms are, then I pity your childhood. Yeah, this is turning out to be a much bigger deposit than I thought it was, and that's good. Right now, it seems like I'm just clearing out a bunch of rock, but you know what? Doing that now means I don't have to worry about searching for the edges of this thing later, hoping to stumble upon the edges. Knowing where they are in advance, that would be what I would call a big win. And this is going to be a pretty healthy sized deposit for the rate we're going here. That bush is in my way. Oh, and now I've hit water, so that's about as far down as I'm going from here. Okay, I think we're finding the edges here. Yeah, very good, very good, very good. They screwed up Lucky Charms when they went beyond the original 5 marshmallows. I know, right? But you know, it's the world of business. Always something bigger, better, badder. Is what it is. Okay, that seems to be the far edge of this one. Oops, broke the axe. Not the axe, the pickaxe. So, bam! Instant fix. I think I've done a pretty good job on clearing this portion out, so why don't we start going for the ore again. After I throw the rocks over the side. I don't need those rocks. All they're doing is weighing me down, and I've freed up a good chunk of weight to put the good stuff in. And I think I just picked up more rocks rather than ore, but you know, that's an easy fix. So far, 7 copper ore. Yes, it's a horrible percentage, but that's just the way the game is played. Oh, I think a Grey Dwarf has decided to take notice of my arrival here. Let's say hello. And now let's say goodbye. Because I'm working here. I will take a Grey Dwarf surprise any day. Especially when it's compared against, say, I don't know, a troll surprise. We don't want trolls. Unfortunately, I think it's beginning to slowly get dark, so we might be hitting the twilight period momentarily. And if that's the case, then I'm going to want to get back to my makeshift campsite. All the way over here. Yeah, let's do that now before it actually starts turning on us here. I know where my copper deposit site is. Coming back will be no problem. That's the troll cave. We're going to try to avoid the troll cave. I don't know that trolls actually show up anyway. Things I wish I had done later in my game. Oh? What specifically did you wish you'd done later? Killing trolls? Because believe me, that would be something I wish I did later in the game. Yeah, getting darker, but I think I should be able to make camp before I have to worry about nightfall. Come on, fall down, fall down! Thank God for the stamina. You can throw down chests to put rocks in and come back to it and get stone buildings. Yeah, but you know, this is we're far enough away from my home base that honestly, I don't want to lug the rocks that far. I'm willing to do ore, but rocks can be found almost anywhere. Not to mention, I'll have access to all sorts of other possibilities in the not-too-distant future. I feel cold. It is night. But luckily, I have my makeshift camp here that I can get to and run back to. You know, I don't think I've seen this flavor text before. I wonder if that's new. Alright, let's go back. I have been known to throw ores into chests. But for now, I'm thinking... Oh, 1-star deer. That's painful. Can I get him? Oh, I forgot I had the fire arrows enabled. Oops. Didn't really want to use the fire arrows on you, but you know what? He's gonna get away, isn't he? Ah, too high. I can't believe it. Oh, nuts. I just antagonize dwarves. That's right. Come at me. Oh, and oh, it's the 2-star. Oh, okay. This is good. This is good. The arrival of a skeleton indicates I'm close by something. Yeah, suddenly the deer has become less important. Let's look for formations. Well, maybe they're hanging around. That seems unlikely. Because usually you'll find skeletons hanging around crypts. Okay, that deer has annoyed me one time too many. Of course my stamina's gone now. That'll teach me to run around. I suppose it could have been just a lone skeleton. Okay, you know what? Heck with that. I really don't need the crypt right now. If there is indeed a crypt nearby. My ore is more important to me. So let's go over here, back to my previous work location. And it looks like I'm about to lose my yellow mushroom buff, so let's chow down another one. Tasty mushrooms. Don't do this in real life without proper identification, folks. Some mushrooms will do all sorts of weird and wondrous things to your digestive system. Okay, looks like I'm a little close to the end of my ability to carry weight. Let's see, is there anything else that's worth pitching? I can pitch the wood. I might be able to get one more bit of ore off of this before I have to go back. I mean, I don't have to go back, but this is a good place to actually head back to my camp and start smelting some of this stuff. And there's that copper ore, and I still have enough to... stop picking up the rocks. I still have enough, I think, to grab one more. Yes, I just live for greed. Give me more ore. That'll do it. Let's ditch those rocks so I can pick up that ore piece. Yep, 297. I think that's as good as we're going to get. I don't know that's a big improvement as far as distance goes, but this has everything I require, so we'll be back here soon. And in fact, in order to make our trip easier, let's make use of Eikthyre's power and reduce the amount of stamina that I'm burning off while I'm running. That'll allow me to get back to home base faster. It'll also allow me to hopefully outrun those gray dwarves a lot easier. This running speed has been brought to you by the Forsaken Eikthyre. Yes, I see you, dear, but unfortunately, I'm carrying too much weight. Can't really take advantage. And we are heading in the perfect direction, just about. Oops. Into the drink. Get some of that stamina back. And run away again. Ooh, can't pass up the berries. It's a good thing that the berries weigh almost nothing. Oh, it's a boar. Well, I guess I can't allow him to keep chasing me all over the place, so I might as well cut him down. Yoo-hoo! And there it is. Home base. Practically around the corner. Now, I've noticed that Eikthyre has like a 20-minute cooldown. All the Forsaken powers have that kind of cooldown. So don't expect to pop that kind of thing out regularly and expect that it'll be available to you at need. Think before you use. I really should make a second door. I'll get around to that at some point. Now you'll see that we have here a large amount of coal. So first things first, let's get some of this stuff stored in my chests in here. Let's see. Thistle, am I carrying thistle? No. Deer hide? Yes. Eyeballs? Yes. Meat? Yes. I could have sworn I had a spot for hide. I guess I didn't. And we will also throw in... Well, really, there's nothing worth throwing in at the moment. So, we have coal. And you can see I've got the ability to make a sign and a pile of coal. Fine. He's going to be complaining that way. I'll just toss off the ores and set them there for a minute. Just for a minute. So, bang. Pile of coal. I'm going to destroy this kiln and put the smelter back, because it's finally time to make use of the smelting device. Step 1, we load in coal. What do you mean not having coal? Oh, that's because of pile of 50. I don't know why I thought it was 25. What was wrong with me? And then we're going to take the tin ore and put it on the other side. And now you can see it just bubbling and burning away. Within moments, our first processed metal will pop out the front. Puke berries. God, that's hilarious. I gotta put that in the chest. Oh, while I'm out here, start reaping the benefits of the honey I've got there. Honey will give you some benefits. Gives you 35 stamina, only 8 health. But really, that's not what the honey is for. Not really. The honey is going to be important for something else later. And it will be a big something else. Oh, by the way, did I see feathers in one of these? Let's put the feather in here. I'm also carrying way too many berries at the moment, so we'll just throw those berries in here, even though they don't take up any real weight. And we'll throw the mushrooms in here too. The red mushrooms, that is. Yellow ones I'm still keeping. Okay, I think that's probably sufficient for my needs. Oh, I'm trying to go out a window. Oops. And here we are, tin. Not exactly horribly impressive, right? But luckily we have more than tin. We've also got the copper, so we're going to pop that in here too. And while we're waiting for some more of that finished processing, we're going to chop up some more wood so we can feed it into the kiln. In the very near future, I'm likely to start feeling like Saruman in Lord of the Rings, particularly the part where it comes to chopping down every tree near Isengard. Luckily, there are no Ents in Valheim. We do have, however, the annoying Greylings. You really want some more? You really want some more? Don't bug me while I'm working. And let's get that other tree. Preferably not in a position where I might accidentally kill a strawberry bush. Oops. Oh well. Oops. Oops. Okay, so I may have made a bit more wood logs than I needed there. Did they add oak seeds? Yes. Yes, they did. Well, yes, they have. I haven't actually acquired any because, you know, I haven't acquired any. Let's have the last of my meat there. And have some beef. And maybe I can... Nope, I'm still carrying too much. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we'll ditch that one resin. And back to home. Yes, the oak seeds will drop, and birch seeds will theoretically drop, but much like the pine seeds, they're not frequent. At least not to my knowledge. Obviously, I can't test that with this character yet because this character is awfully busy. Yeah, I don't know why I'm doing that. Let's go back in here. Do I want to be back here? For now, I want to be back here. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hop out here, and I'll put another chest down. And we're going to put the processed metals in there. I've gotten some extra wood. Let's throw that into the kiln. That should be just about all the tin, I think. So the only thing in here should be, hopefully, the copper. Yeah, it had a big, beautiful oak tree at the base, but Mrs. Eternal cut it down for coal when you were out. Yeah. Yeah, I try to leave oak trees alone because I like having to see those big, huge trees. I feel like it's almost wrong to cut down something that's been around so long. And now, copper. And copper is a big deal because that allows me to build a forge. And the forge is, to put it kindly, the most important structure you will build in the early game. And honestly, you could probably make a good argument for being the most important structure you will build, period. Everything comes through the forge. Uh-oh. The smelter's not working. I need to throw in more coal. It takes roughly 2 coal for every bar to go through, I think, although I'm not 100% sure of that. And I think what I'm going to want is I'm going to want to make myself a mini workshop out here. So why don't we start up the design? Of course, to do that, I need more wood. More wood. Always more wood. And while I'm getting the wood, the smelter will keep doing its thing. The kiln will keep doing its thing. And by the time we get back, we might, just might, be able to build that forge. Did I invite you here, Grayling? I don't think I did. I really should take apart this structure for the wood, but not feeling it. More raspberries. You would think that I would have gotten enough raspberries by now, but nah. There are reasons. They're just not apparent reasons at this point in time. But the time will come. I'm going after all these small trees because they're easy to cut down, but if I want to get decent amounts of wood, we're going to have to go around the long way. Oh, no, don't like the angle that's going at. Let's try not to have my second tree death on screen. Alright, how much wood is that? 40 wood? I could use a little more. I just need enough so that I'm ready to create my little outdoor forge workshop. Oh, too far back. There we go. Did I see? Guess I didn't. I always left the random structures. Don't know why. Atmosphere, I guess. Well, you know what? I usually do too. Mainly because it's too much effort for me to take them down. I mean, I could build a workbench and, you know, deconstruct them. But for the most part, it's just simpler for me to go out there and chop down the tree. I make exceptions for fooling villages, however. Those I take apart as completely as I can. Don't want to risk the possibility that they might decide to come back. Alright, now, as I was saying before I'd discovered my lack of supply. Structure. So, build that. I'm going to put these here as basically as measuring. I don't plan to keep that front there. And some cover. Now let's pick up the copper here. As much as the copper as I can. Heh, 2 copper. Okay, you know what? Let's throw the wood in the chest here right now because I need the copper. And that should be sufficient for... Oh, nope, I need 10 wood and 4 stone. Well, I'm pretty sure I've got the 10 wood. 4 stone is a different story. I need to go back inside. I think I've got stone in one of my chests and doors. I think I hear critters outside, but they're outside my stake wall, so I'm not too intimidated. Yes, here we go. And we're going to put it kind of over to the left side here. That'll allow me to expand later. And look! Look at all the stuff that pops up here. Now that cauldron is the second most important object I can do at this time. Because that allows me to actually start cooking. Unfortunately, my little fire down here, my little fire pit, is currently occupied by my cooking station. So I'm going to kill the cooking station. And instead... Oops, I need 10 tin. I don't have 10 tin. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to kind of make the cooking... I'm going to put this a little further back, and I should have enough room to slap in the... Oops, I'm breathing smoke. Don't do that. Or do I have 10 tin? No, I've only have 8 tin. So I gotta go back to the Black Forest and grab more tin. And I'm gonna need to get more copper too, because I am out of copper. But that was a big deal. Getting that initial copper, that was big. In fact, since I'm here at the forge, you'll see that I can build a number of things. I can build a butcher knife. Now, that's only good for killing tamed creatures. You used to have to actually kill a creature with just a standard weapon if you tamed them. But now you need the butcher knife to do that, and it's apparently a one-shot sort of deal. It's more precise than a mace, I guess. And you can do a copper knife. But I don't want to use a copper knife. I have bigger plans in store, and a copper knife is not going to do it. There will be more on that score later. In the meantime, let's throw the wood, let's throw the copper in here, and let's rest up because it is dark, it's cold, and I want daylight again. Oh, enemies nearby. There must be somebody outside my stake wall. I might have to kill them. And it looks like it's a... Is that a greyling or a brute? Looks like it's moving too slow to be a greyling. No, it's a greyling. I don't know why he thinks he's going to do any good there. I guess I might as well greet him appropriately. Which is to say, with great amounts of violence. Hi there! Now stay out. Now maybe I can get some sleep. That kind of thing is thus another reason why it's very likely that at some point we are going to be expanding the general territory taken up by my homestead. But that will not happen yet. I'm still not quite where I want to be for that. Okay, so let us grab the remaining copper. Didn't turn out to be as much copper as I'd hoped, but such is life. I'll throw the rest of the coal in here. Ah, how about that? It was the rest of the coal. And now it's time to go for more copper, or more precisely, more tin. Because let's face it, tin is what I really want here to make that. Oops. I'm sorry, Neck. I didn't notice you standing there. And there's a boar ahead. Well, let's take out the boar too. I mean, never let me be said that I am not willing to accept all comers. And we're going to kind of hug the shoreline because once we get to the Black Forest, that's going to be where we find the tin. And I want the tin. Hey, Fiendy, how are you doing? Through cunning deduction, I have noticed this is not space. You are correct. This is not space. This is Valheim. This is the third stream I've done with Valheim. It's kind of an unscheduled sort of stream. It's basically whenever I feel like doing the stream and don't want to mess with my schedule. And Valheim kind of fits a nice mold here. Plus, I'd had a request or two to do a couple of these streams. So, being the obliging individual I am, I said, sure. Ooh, more berries. Can't pass up the berries. I've killed the first boss, Eikthyr, the lightning deer. And I am now attempting to work my way into a more metal environment. Literally, I am working to build up my copper and tin so that I can start smelting them and make myself a cauldron where I can start learning how to cook. He went through space to get here. Hey, you should play this game called Valheim. You may have heard of it. Yes, it's like anybody who has been involved in the gaming scene has probably heard of Valheim in no uncertain terms. And it recently had a new update, which has changed a few things, added a few things. But for a character this new, most of those new things aren't really applicable. Although, once we get that cauldron made... Oops. Hi, Mr. Neck. Oops. Best use the right weapon for the right job. And I should not be far away from... Oh, it's a structure. Is there any... Sometimes there's a treasure chest in these things. Sometimes, if I'm really lucky, there'll be a beehive. But nope. None of the above. No treasure chest, no beehive. That is profoundly upsetting. Okay, it's not really that upsetting, but... all the same. He crash-landed a freelancer here because there's a piece of junk he's waiting on me on becoming a Drake ship to rescue him. Oh, dream a little dream there, legend. I'd rather be stranded on this planet for the rest of my life than have to go out in a Drake ship again. Oh, I've caught up to one of the copper veins. And there's my makeshift copper mining location. But I need tin. I need tin. So we're going to continue going up the coast. And I'm picking up rocks that I do not want. Go away. I will never have a problem acquiring rocks. Oh. 2 deer. I can't pass up the oh, hold on. Before I do something stupid, let's use the normal arrows. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to be able to get both of them, but the one is sufficient. Deer meat is... oh, how about that? Of course, he's getting so far in the water that I'll probably never be able to recover the meat. But you know what they say, better to try and fail than to never make the attempt. Yes! Got one of the meat at least. Come on. Let's get that tied to receipt a little bit. Dip, dip. Nope, not gonna happen. Oh, but look who just came back. How careless of you. Ah! Not enough stamina. Well, you know what? Since I noticed this tin deposit sitting here while I was swimming by, let's see if I can get it before the nearby gray doors can do horrible things. Can I dive in the water? No, diving is not available at this time. I think it would be a very nice addition. Uh-oh. I got somebody's attention. Let's kill him off before he brings friends. I'm still not prepared to try to take out that spawner yet. Not quite there yet. So we'll avoid it and continue going down the coastline and hope I don't run into anything really hostile, like, say, trolls. If you want some space after Cora's stream, Legend's going to be streaming No Man's Sky in 40 minutes. Well, you know what? Let's take care of that, shall we? Let's see. Da-da-da-da. If I can only use the correct stuff here. So... let's see if I can spell things correctly. There we go. You know, I hear all sorts of things about No Man's Sky, so perhaps I will also tune in. I don't think anything horrible will happen to me after my stream, but you know, seeing the future has never been my strong point. Now, I'm going to confess here that I'm hitting the tin for more reasons than just the cauldron. You're welcome, Legend. I'm also going to need the tin because when you combine tin with copper, you will get bronze. And bronze is the goal of this particular stage of the game. Bronze is everything. Yeah, ooh, fancy, you got the shoutouts and everything. Well, you know, I do try to pay attention to, you know, other people's streams, and, you know, the stuff that they use that I can use, I have no problem taking advantage of. Knowledge is power. And I like getting as much knowledge as I possibly can. I seem to have got a dearth of tin suddenly. Ah, there we go. Oh, there we go. For a minute, I thought I was hitting raw stone. Bronze opens up the good boat. Well, it opens up one of the good boats. The good boat requires iron. Oh, I seem to have run out of weight limit. Will I have enough to get the tin? No. And there's 3 pieces of tin, too. Oh, that hurts. That really hurts. Ah, well, nothing to do about it. Except... get tin here. There we go. Shoutout is one of my favorite things. At least 90% of my Twitch follows is from shoutouts. Yeah, I just haven't engaged that heavily with the Twitch community, so to speak. So, there are very few opportunities I have to actually use said shoutouts. But Legend is indeed one of them. Did I just hear something behind me? Yes, I did. Well, you know what? I could care less about you, and I'm pretty sure I can outrun you, so... go ahead and throw your rocks at me, Bubby. It's not going to do any good. And let's see, when I'm passing one of my makeshift sanctuaries. Oh, and the fire's still burning. That's always nice. Oh, gee, I didn't even notice my food is down. Let's chow down a little bit. Let's see, I ran out of my deer meat food, so we'll just eat one of my berries. I have lots of berries. If the phrase "you are what you eat" is really true, then I'm going to turn into a massive strawberry by the end of this game. Raspberry, sorry, not strawberry. Whatever that kind of berry it is, I can never keep track. It's red, you know, so... There you are, raspberries. Let's bypass those next. I don't really feel like killing them yet. Railings, on the other hand. And I did it without killing that raspberry bush. Leave raspberry bushes alone when you can, because you never know when they'll get another bush popping in. And you know what? I did say I was going to build a new door, didn't I? I'll do that in a moment. First things first. Do your thing, tin. And I think I'm going to need a few more bits of... Oh, no, I can do it right here. That's a door, not a gate. 12 wood. Fine. I got a stump I never got rid of. A couple small trees. In fact, let's grab a few more trees. Probably need to throw some stuff in the kiln. And there we go. Rest of the wood in the kiln. What's our tin supply? Okay, I just need one more tin. And then we can make the cauldron. And the cauldron is going to... Is he really trying to break in my door? He is. I'll repair the door. I'm a troll. Well, not the Valheim kind of troll, but... The cauldron. And look at all the stuff I'm going to be able to make now. Oh, did something just break in? No, that was just hearing something pop out of my smelter. So, the cauldron. Oh, not that. At the moment, I can make boar jerky if I mix honey and boar meat. I can make multiple bases. What is a base? More on that in a bit. That bastard. No, it didn't happen. We're all good. And Queen's Jam, which requires raspberries and blueberries, and will give me 40 stamina and 14 health. Which isn't bad, but, you know... But let's face it, it's the beef jerky that's the interesting thing here. So let's check out my supply of boar meat, shall we? And didn't I have some honey a little while ago? In fact, let's go outside to my beehive and grab some more. So let's go cooking. It gives me even amounts of health and stamina, 20 each. Now that's in comparison with 30-10 for the raw boar, the cooked boar meat. Oh, that reminds me, I should also be, well actually let me make sure I get the rest of the jerky first. Oh, I'm done with the jerky. Okay, in that case, let's slap some stuff on the cooking fire. We'll put the honey away again. Oh, I don't have any more honey. Let's put the boar meat away. Yes, I hear you guys sitting out there making your little evil noises. But you can't come in because I'm not letting you. Oops. I put the neck tails in there. I didn't mean to put the neck tails in there. Oops. They're still a bastard. Yes, they are. I'm going to have to go out there and teach them a lesson in manners very soon. Very, very soon. Actually, let's pick that up and put that in here with the deer hide. Okay, so I have now grilled necktail. Let's see what that does these days. 25 health, 8 stamina. Clearly not the breakfast of champions. While we're here, let's take a look outside to see where the tin is at. Feed more coal to the machine. Now, I mentioned bronze. Here we are at the forge. It takes 2 to 1 for copper and tin to make bronze. Bang! And look at all the stuff that becomes available with bronze. Look at all that. And the very first thing that I want to make out of my bronze is going to be the bronze axe. But you might have noticed a quick problem here. I need 8. With them separating boar and deer meat, it makes the necktails much less important early game. That is absolutely correct. Doesn't hurt though. Go for all protein diets when you go up against Eichner. So I'm going to need 16 copper and 8 tin. Unfortunately, I've got 6 copper, 6 tin. Okay, I have a little bit more tin. So what I need to do now is get ready to grab some more copper. So we're going to slap in the ore here. And let's see. There might be something else I can do too. Everything here needs multiple bronze. The bronze nails are important because they will allow the construction of those very handy ships that were mentioned earlier. And a ship will become important because, going back to my map, my next boss is the Elder, and based on a cursory glance here, I'm going to have to do some sea travel to get to him. Sadly, we're not there yet. I see that the smelter has stopped operating, and it's not because I'm lacking materials as far as metal. I'm lacking coal. So it's time to do the wanton wooden butchery again. And then we'll just let the coal pop out overnight on the kiln. Now, another thing that the nails are good for is making carts. And under the right circumstances, that's a very handy thing to have. It's not going to work out for me in this case, though, because I got way too many hills between me and the places it would be good for. But I am not ignorant of the possibility that I will need it later. Man up and do it on a raft. Let me tell you a story. On my original character with this game, I found myself in a terrible situation. I had been traveling in the plains on the other side of mountains, and those accursed foolings got me. And my nearest camp spot had no, not quite a space raft. There was space on the raft. There was no space raft. In any case, what happened was I had no materials to get myself over there. I couldn't go over the mountains because I didn't have any protection from the cold. And I couldn't get there any other way except through the plains. But, you know, the plains are an extremely dangerous place to go if you have no resources to fall back on. And I didn't. So what I had to do was hunt down the nearby meadow area to make a raft. And I basically rafted my way the long way around, praying that I didn't find any dead mosquitoes flying nearby to kill me. But I did, in the end, succeed. And all was well in the end. But it was harrowing. A raft made of space. Like a Huck Finn raft. Yeah, all that poofing you hear in the background as I sleep, that's the accelerated work of my kiln. And now there should be plenty of coal to shove in the smelter and continue doing its good work. And let's slap in. Okay, pop out one more tin bar and then we'll go. There we go. And then it's going to be off to the copper races again. But this time we're going to chow down one necktail, because all it's doing is taking up inventory. One beef, and my jerky. Tasty. Oh, let's put that tin in the crate before I go. And let's put the coal in there too right now, because... And let's put this wood in there too. Oh, I have plenty of wood. I didn't have to get more wood. Oh, it's not the first time I've done something like that. Not the first, not the 10th, not the 10,000th. You get the idea. So, it's off to the races again. Gonna go get some more copper. And we are gonna need a lot of copper. But that'll be all good, because at the end, we will have a bronze axe. And the bronze axe is a big deal. Remember those birch trees? The ones that are too hard for my flint axe to cut? Like this one? The bronze axe will cut it. And of course, as a hand weapon, the bronze axe is also very useful, so... In case it isn't completely obvious, the bronze axe is the big step for the continued expansion of my work. Because birch trees will give you fine wood. And fine wood... Oh yeah, I can't ignore the tin. I don't want to forget about the tin that I accidentally left behind. Okay, technically it wasn't an accident, but it suits me to call it an accident. Oops, skeleton. It's a 1-star skeleton too. That's a little more intimidating. Oh, nuts. Oh, nuts. Things have just gotten a lot more... Oh, well, the good news is I've just found a crypt. The bad news is... Well, you know what? We're going to go right into the crypt right now, because it gives me a chance to take a breath and mark it. Because I could probably use a couple more Citterling cores. Okay, I've got what I needed out of here. Now it's time to, you know, run away! Ah, that shaman is there. Ah, that's not good. That's not good. I've just been poisoned. It could be worse, though, because, you know, he could have popped me when I didn't have a decent amount of health to work with. You know, all a guy is trying to do is to get to his tin supply. Is it really so much to ask? The good news is I found a crypt. The bad news is I just found a crypt. That is exactly it. You know what? I just noticed I've been passing up these carrot seeds. Let's plan ahead. Those carrot seeds will be important later. And there's my tin. Tin. Oh, and I'm picking up rocks and stuff that I don't need. And you, if you're going to be following me, you can sleep with the fishes. Hey, that worked out pretty well. All right, let's get back down the coastline. Gotta get back to that copper. Because I'm pretty sure at this point I can say that my supply of tin is more than adequate for my needs, at least in the short term. In order for me to get the bronze axe. I'm gonna need a lot more bronze, but right now, carrots and taters had a huge field of beets. Wait, there's potatoes in this game? How the heck did I miss those? Let's grab the thistle on here. Better yet, let's beat up on the gray dwarves while I'm here. Okay, that's not good. I think I've gotten the attention of everybody at that spawner. Run away! Oh, turnips. Okay, that's a different story altogether, yeah. Turnips are a big deal too, but I'm not going to be picking up any turnip seeds quite yet. Alright, we've made it back to the copper deposit. First things first, though. Oh yeah, you run now. Oh, he's worked his way around. And that will hopefully take care of the annoyances that this guy's been. And we can get back to the important work of clearing out this copper deposit. Ditch the rocks. I can handle 200 pounds worth of copper. Let's do our best to get nothing but turnip taters. Yes! Give me more copper. I have to admit, I'm really surprised that I haven't had any troll attacks while I've been doing this mining. 9 times out of 10 when I'm doing it... Oh! On the other hand, we do have a shaman there. Don't want him here. Okay, looks like we'll have to cut him down. Come at me. Come at me. Oh, come on. Lag. Oh, nuts. My axe broke. Okay, well, time to use it. Time for improvised weapons. Burn! That's right. Burn with... Oh, okay. More improvised weapons. Oh, looks like the fire did it. Whew. That was close. Alright, luckily I took the precaution of putting this here, so I can repair all my equipment. Proper planning is everything. Man, I sure hope there's a copper ore behind this, because I'd be really irritated to find it was just stone that I've been hitting. Slowing down the rate of whacking, because my stamina is down to the bottom, and I'm just hitting these copper deposits, willing them to break. Let's see, ditch that stone. And of course, pick up even more stone. Yes, that is a floating hunk of copper. There we go. Nobody said that life always made sense. It's sure an implication that there's more copper underneath here. Or it could be that I'm just hitting the, water table, so let's ignore that. Can't believe I haven't had any troll attacks. This is not a complaint. If the trolls want to stay away, I am A-okay with that. Okay, back to the copper deposits. If nothing else, my pickaxe score is going higher, which means I'm using less stamina, or maybe it's more damage. Let's take a quick look. What does the skill do? Pickaxes. Damage with pickaxes. Okay, so it has nothing to do with the stamina I use. Well, disappointing, but I'll live. This game takes place before gravity was invented by Isaac Fig Newton. Alright. Speaking of gravity, let's relocate. Ditch rocks. 13 ore. Not bad, but I need... Well, I guess that's pretty much what I need, I think, actually. No, I need 16. Short-term memory. Math is hard. If I can get myself reasonably close to 16. So I've hit my target number. Oh, broke my axe. Fixed my axe. Just double checking. I saw the screen shaking for a minute there, and I wasn't sure if it was because my footing was not solid, or if it was because a troll was coming. Up. And we are almost done. I think we might be able to get one more copper ore, maybe. And I did. Awesome. I am 3 pounds short of my limit. That is good enough for me. Oh, and somewhere along the line I got more puke berries. Awesome. Let's see. 10 pounds. Do I have 5 pounds I can spare? Not at the moment. I mean, technically the stone axe will be a moot point soon, but I've gotten what I needed from this expedition, and it's time to head back to home base. Okay, let's get the stamina back first. Good enough. Up, up, and run. Hi, dear. Too busy. Can't take the time to kill you off now. And we're off to the races. Kind of taking the direct route here. Oh, look who it is. It's one of the Grey Dwarves. I guess I better take care of him now. It'll just be nothing but annoying for him. A little closer, a little closer. Up, and he's got friends. Nuts. It's never easy, is it? That's right, you better run. I'd love to loot the stuff off of you, but I'm already pushing my weight limits. I'll have to throw you back. Okay, am I pointing in the right direction? Need to go a little more southeast. Oh, mushrooms. They shouldn't add to my weight too much. And there's something I can make use of later. Oh, boars and greylings. And I've managed to hack them both off at the same time. Well, let's see if they're capable of crossing the river. Come and get me, boar. Oh, looks like he's getting across just fine. And is that... Oh, it's another deer. Unfortunately, again, the situation is such that I cannot take the time to kill you off and harvest your meat. I tell you, so many priorities, so little time. But at least home is visible on the map now, so it will not be too long before I can return there and start smelting more copper. And once we got the copper smelted, then it will be a hop, skip, and jump away to enter the Bronze Age officially. I might have to chop down some... Well, no, I don't have to chop down more wood. I got them in the chest. Let's... First things first. Dump off supply. Pick up supply. Dump off supply. Pick up supply. Load in supply. Grab wood. Grab coal. That'll start things off. Now generate more. And while that's all going on, let's dump off the rest of the inventory. Another puke berry. Mushrooms. Let's see. Do I have seeds in any of these? Oh, how about that? I did get carrot seeds earlier. Well, now I have more. Thistle. Do I have any thistle in these things? Yes, I do. Let's pop them in too. Great ore fireballs. Yes. Oops. Looks like I left a couple things on the cooking fire when I wasn't looking, so when you cook something too long, it becomes cold. There's a lesson to be learned here. I wasn't paying attention. That was my fault. But I could use some more cooked deer meat. Oops, and too close to smoke. Now, the entertaining thing about the cauldron now, once upon a time, the cauldron was just throw things in, cook it, pull things out. But now the cauldron is acting like any of these other workbenches, which means it can have improvements made. There's none available to me right now, but eventually I'll be able to. And that's probably going to necessitate the creation of a dedicated cooking station. Right now, you see I've got my forge sitting out there, and that's going to be my dedicated forging area. I'll have something similar for the cooking station, for the cauldron, and I'll be able to put the improvements around it. Of course, the odds are good that this entire house is going to be undergoing a complete rebuild at some point. We're just not there yet. Tasty, tasty, tasty. Not great for stamina, but it seems that the fruits are going to be good for stamina. Okay, I think I'm beginning to understand the way they're color coding these. Yellow indicates good for stamina, red indicates good for health, and white indicates it's a balanced meal. By George, I think I've got it. Great stream. Bouncing off the startup mine. Come on over when you're done, if real life allows. I'll do so, legend. I will. I just cannot bring myself to conclude things until I've gotten the bronze axe in my hands. I must reach the Bronze Age. While that's cooking, I'm hearing a decided lack of noise out here, so... There we go. Get that back to work. You must bronze. Yes, I must. Yes, I must. And that's the last of my deer food. Something is underneath my floorboards. Yeah, some of my cooked deer meat went underneath my floor. That's embarrassing. Okay, let's put that back up again. Give me my meat. There we go. Oh man, did I get more of them? How many of these things did I lose? Sheesh. Okay, we're gonna probably have to do a significant rebuild of my home some point soon. Because apparently I am losing all my food down here. See, Merry Christmas. Well, the cooking station is going to be moved outdoors anyway at some point, so... This is only a temporary problem. Be careful though, if you bronze badly, you'll just end up orange. No, not the tanning bed! Get more of that. Let's see. Copper, copper, copper. Put that in, slap more in, and then we're going to go hit the bed in here and get us back to daytime. Ooh, the sound of stuff working while I sleep. And it is daytime, even though, you know, the sun's still in the process of rising. More coal. More copper. And lo and behold, I have enough. I'm overweight, but that won't last. We're going to convert all that into bronze. And there we go. Let's put the remaining raw material in here. Unfortunately, I am still missing something. What do I not care? What do I not have? I don't have... wood and leather scraps. Okay, let's get the leather scraps. I know I've got those in here. I'm going to be very embarrassed if it turns out I didn't get enough leather scraps. Because then I'm going to have to go out and, you know, hunt down more boars. Okay, good, that's enough leather scraps, so I just need some wood. That's not a problem. I've got wood right here. Stone axe, this will be the last tree you chop down. Don't rush on my account, I'm having technical problems. Oh, ouch, sorry to hear it. Is it a problem with your OBS software? Or is it something else? Might as well... Oh, no, let's not get greedy. The downed log will still be there. Let's grab those bars while I'm passing through. Here we go, the moment of truth. The bronze axe. Thus making my stone axe completely obsolete. Sadly, I cannot do anything to get rid of that axe. Yet. You see, there's been another item that's been introduced into the game, which is solely dedicated to disposing of things that you no longer need. However, it will be a bit of a long road before I get to that point. When it happens, I'll be sure to mention it. But now that I have this shiny new bronze axe, remember that birch tree that I couldn't do squat to earlier? Too hard no more. Birch trees are now available for chopping. And birch trees are a big deal because they will offer, as soon as I, break it apart, fine wood. And look at the stuff that becomes available here. Now there's two big items that are available thanks to the advent of fine wood. Okay, three big items. Item number one. Well, actually, let me finish with this tree. That was too close. In fact, standing here feels like a horrible idea. Okay, well, I managed to stay alive after all that, so I'm going to call it a win. Don't get back here. I'm not done with you. So let's get back inside before we go over the three things that are useful with the advent of fine wood. Okay, it's not here. Okay, I have to do it in here. Item number one. The ability to create a fine wood bow. Luckily, it requires cordwood and deer hide. Guess what I have in my chests? Cordwood and deer hide. So now, I have a superior bow. Oh, user error. Okay, got it now. Excellent. So now I have a fine wood bow to replace my crude bow. I'll miss the crude bow, really, but not that much. So that's the big thing number one. The big thing number two is the ability to create a fermenter. What fermenters will do is it'll allow me to take those mead bases that we saw in the cauldron, ferment them, and make potions out of them. So that's going to be one of the things that's on the list of things to do. But that's not the biggest thing that fine wood gives you. The biggest thing, and it's a big one, is the ability to create portals. And as it says in the description, it will connect you to another portal with an equal tag or no tag. This is a big deal. The problem is that it requires Sterling cores. Gosh, it's a good thing I found that crypt earlier today, isn't it? However, I think that is going to be for the future. We are at the 3 o'clock hour, and this feels like a great note to end things on. I have managed to obsolete my bow and my axe, so now my weapons are substantially better than they were. Let's put the bow away here. Do I have more coal? I'm out of coal. Let's throw more wood in here. That way it'll be ready for next time. So, all in all, a pretty successful afternoon here. I'd like to thank everyone for watching, whether you watched it live or on YouTube or Twitch. As far as my ordinary scheduled streams, they are on Wednesday night when I stream Star Trek Online, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern to approximately 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern. And I stream on Saturday afternoons Star Citizen, which I do from 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern to 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Okay, so since we had Fellow mention that he was getting ready to go live, why don't we throw Raid over Legend Eternal's way? He's doing No Man's Sky, so if you have an interest in a game that had a lot of people talking originally, some at first bad, now much better, and be sure to tell him Korth sent you. Speaking of which, thank you all very much. This is Korth Landwalker, signing off.